Okay, guys, so start cracking up your fingers. We're gonna start with our GitHub workshop. But first, before we start our hands-on labs, we're gonna talk about Git. I know the theoretical part, it's a bit boring, but we kind of have to go with it. So we have to go to the theoretical part. We do really need to understand about Git, and we need to talk about it a bit. We're gonna see what kind of advantages does it give us. And actually, the one who created Git is the same one who created Linux. But Linux was created in the 90s and Git was created in 2005 by Linus Torvalds. So they're both were created by a genius. Okay, so let's give like a brief introduction. I also hate the theoretical part, but we have to get it done with. So Git, oh sorry, so Git is it's what's called a distributed version control system, so VCS. So you can say a distributed VCS. It's designed to handle everything from small to very large projects with speed and efficiency. So we're gonna see that in a bit when we're gonna do our workshop. So this is the logo of Git. You can see that this is the main branch and this is another branch getting from it. So we have a few advantages. Of course, today is inspired by Tom and Jerry, I guess. So the main advantages of Git that we have the ability to collaborate. We can team collaboration with remote repositories like GitLab and GitHub. So as you can see here, we can be a team or we are a team and we can work as a team using the same repository. Also, we can track changes, so we can see the history and we can see everything that we have made and every edit we have done, and we can go back to that status. Also, flexibility, so it supports various workflows and branching models. Omar wanted to speak about that, but we're not gonna do it because it's a bit advanced. Maybe in the future we're gonna talk about the workflows and the branching model. Um, inshallah. So a basic thing you need to know that you don't need to know every Git command there is there. So you can start by using these. These are just commands. And you can learn on the way. So when you're learning it, you're gonna learn more commands. You can do that with Linux also. So you only need to know the main commands, and then with time and with practice and experience, you can learn more and more of these commands. So the first one is get init, which is get initialization. So it initializes a new repository. I don't think we have spoken about the term repository, but repository is a place where you store code. So let's get that out of the way. So repository, a bucket where you put all of your code in it. Get clone, we can clone an existing repository. Get add, and then the name of the file, you add a file. And get push and pull, those are used for remote repositories like GitHub, and this is what we're gonna do today. So git push is push changes to remote repository, and git pull is to take the latest changes from a remote repository. And git commit minus m, an option for message. So you commit changes, like you agree with the changes with a message. So git commit minus m, or the option m, and then in quotation marks, you're gonna enter a string message. So as we said, we have popular platforms. We have one of the three most popular. We have GitHub, which is by Microsoft, GitLab, and Bitbucket. So we have these, one of the most popular platforms we have. Okay, so let's get our Git ready and let's start our lab. Let me see if you can see my screen. Okay, you can. So let's open our Git terminal. This is gonna be our Git terminal. This is what are we gonna work with. But before we start, we have something. So if you're new to Git, let's do this thing. So if you're new to Git and this is your first time opening this Git, let's say Git shell, so you need to set up your email and username so you can use it. So git config global username, and then you put it in quotation marks. It's John Doe, for example, and John Doe at example.com. So please do these things. You need to add your username. Let me yeah. You need to add your username and you need to add your, so let me do that. I already have done that, but let me do it again. So let me do it. So git config and then dash dash global and then user.name. And I'm gonna see Mayam Nasal, that's my name. So if I press enter, that's good. So git config global dash dash global and user.email. And then you enter your password, which is at gmail.com. And then this is how, this is the first step you need to do before starting your Git journey. And this is only a one-time step, so you don't have to do it the next time you do. So now we need to verify that we have entered everything. So let's verify our configuration. So git config dash dash global and then dash dash get, is it get username? Yes, get, oh wait, I forgot. Okay, get user.name. So here we can see that my username is Mayam Nasal, which is right here what we entered. So let's try user email, and we're gonna see that it is Mayam Nasal 2013 at gmail.com. There's another way to check your, let me check it out. There's another way to check your status. Let me open this note I have. Okay, I think, yeah, I don't have it. That's fine. That doesn't matter anymore. Okay, so let's reopen our Git, and this is the way you set up your first command using Git. So you configure your global username and your global email, and then you get the username and able to verify that all of the things you entered are correct. So clear, and let's start our first command. So first thing we want to enter is we want to enter the master branch, and the way to do that is std and then this wobbly thing right here. I don't know what's called. It's not an apostrophe or a dot or anything. It's just a wobbly thing. It's like an eyebrow doing like this. So this is what you need to do. Okay. So when you press enter, it's gonna go to the master branch. Or if it just show you this, that the wobbly thing again, the eyebrow thing, it means that you're in the master. So if you said pwd, we're gonna know we're working on the C drive, on the users, and on the Mac. Okay, so after we've done this, let's take a look at the steps we need to do. So first thing we want to do, I think these are a lot, but don't be afraid. We're going to go them step by step. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a directory, which is like obvious. So if we're creating directory and then change to it, so we need to do that. So let's create a directory, call it get test, or let's get test maybe. So get test. And then let's change directory into it. So get tests. Okay, so now here we can see that we're in the master branch and we're in the directory get test. So the second step after creating a directory and changing into it, we have to initialize a Git repository. Let me see the comments. Eyebrow, no, I'll never forget. Yeah, so it's the wobbly thing, it's the eyebrow thing. Yeah. Okay, so now we want to get in it, and it's gonna say it's initializing an empty repository on the C drive, in users, in get test, and in .get. So we're gonna check it out like later on. So after we have created an empty Git repository in our local, see here locally, in our local machine, we're gonna create a file in that directory, and it's gonna be called readme.md. So before we do that, we need to understand one thing, that every GitHub file has a README file. So if you open our GitHub file, and stop sharing because I need to like sign in. So please don't look at my login. No, oh wait, it's already signed in, so that's good. Okay. So if we entered any kind of GitHub repository, you're gonna see that it should have a kind of like README file. So I don't have a README file, but here you can see this is a readme.md file, and you need to have this especially in your code. So this gives the ability to the user to understand what is this repository about. It's like an instruction for your code. Yeah. Okay, so let's now create our README file, as we can see here. So this is like basic Linux command. So touch readme, oh sorry, readme.md. So if listed the things we have readme.md. And now we're gonna add this file to our empty Git repository. So here we have, after we did this, we're gonna add the readme.md. So let's say add readme.md. And then we have added the get.md. But if we catted the things inside of it, so we're not gonna see anything. So it's an empty readme file, but that's fine. So oh sorry, why did I remove it? Is case sensitive? For GitHub, yes, it's case sensitive because we're gonna like send this to GitHub, so we need to have it to GitHub. You can like just add readme.md. I don't think it's gonna affect anything. So after we have, let's like go back to the commands we have used. CD eyebrow thing, wobbly thing, and then we're in the master branch. We have created a get test directory, a new directory, an empty one. And then we have changed into this directory. Then we have entered the command get init to initialize an empty Git repository. And then we have created a file, not a directory. It's called readme.md. And as we've seen here in our GitHub repository, any repository can have a readme file, which is basically the instructions for your code file. And then we have added it to our repository, and that's it. So yeah, after we did that, we need to get commit it. So we need to commit the changes that we have done. We have done any changes, but we're gonna do it anyway. So get commit -m, and let's say file added. Okay, so here you can see that it have been committed on the master branch. And one file changed, and there is zero insertion or zero deletion, and we have created the readme.md. Okay, now that's cool. That's great. That's what we want. So now if we opened, I think any kind, so if we open my C drive and then we go to users and then Mac, and then we go to get/test, we're gonna see a read.md file, which is a markdown source file. I don't think it's gonna open. Yeah, it's gonna open empty here. Exactly. So as we've seen here, it's gonna be like empty because literally when we concatenated and displayed here, where it is. So here when we concatenated and displayed the content of readme.md file, sorry, we haven't added anything. So we're gonna add now. Like we're gonna add, this is a readme file. So echo and enter, this is a readme file. And let's add this to readme.md. I think I have said readme multiple times. Okay. So let's cat, or let me go up. Yes, this is a readme file. So that's good. So now we're gonna get add a README file. Yes, here. We're working off a copy of README file. It will be replaced. So that's good. Then we're gonna get commit -m. We're gonna commit our changes and approve them and say we have added text. Okay, great. So here we can see that one file changed and one insertion. It's just one file and one insertion. Okay, now if we are open our VS Code, we're gonna see that this is a README file. It have been changed by its own self, and we have changed it by using get. So we can do that also using Java. So if we said touch Java test .java, we're gonna open a Java file and let's echo. I'm not gonna like write JavaScript, so I'm gonna like copy and paste it. To be honest, but there's a lot of tabs. Let me stop my share and get a code that's already with me. I don't want to write, to be honest. So okay, so I can like just yeah, basically I don't think I have the I should have, that's fine. I should have been more careful while using it. That's fine. So we can like basically, oh sorry. So we can like basically echo a lot of stuff. So echo public class Java test. This is not the preferred way, but let's do that. So Java test, so Java, and then we can like echo public class and public static main void, public static void main, sorry. And then we're gonna say strings, arguments, and then we're gonna open, and then I forgot to add a curly bracket right here, but that's fine. So basically some Java stuff. I don't want to continue because I don't want to write like a whole Java class now. Let's just cat Java test. So Java, and here we can see that we have entered the wrong we have entered the wrong one. So if we open this, it's gonna open a Java file as we can see here. So let's fix it right here. So let's try and fix it in VS Code. System out, and then let's say hello. Save. Let's try now concatenating and displaying the files. Yeah, that's great. So it have been updated on our Git repository. Okay, so git out Java test dot Java. Yes. And then we're gonna get commit -m. This is a Java class that prints hello. Okay, good. So now we can see what we have done here. We have created a README file, and then we have created a Java test class. So this is of course wrong. So yeah, because yes, misplaced. Of course, we're not using good methods here. That's fine. I need to fix this, but I don't want to do that right now. That's fine. Okay, so after we have done these type of stuff and we have done all of these, we're now going to create a branch. So as we can see here, we're kind of in the master branch. So we don't want to work on the master branch. And while you're working in companies and stuff, you have to work in your own branch. So let's create a branch called a test branch. So test B, and then we're gonna get checkout to test B. either you create it by using this way, or you just can like get checkout, and then you can press -B and get test B1, and then you're gonna like move to another branch. So either you create a branch and then move to it, or you can create it and move to it in one simple command, which is get checkout -B and then enter your branch name. So let's create a file. Let's create touch, and let's say Java, no, not Java, test1.java file. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me remove it. So let me remove test1.java because we have not initialized any kind of repository in that. So get in it. Okay, so that's fine. We can do that. And then we can do that again. So let's open our get test1.java file, and let's say public class test1. And then we're gonna add a main, and then we're gonna say print out test class. Okay, so now if we concatenate and try to like, let's try and cat, we're gonna see that we are having this here and this branch. It's not in the master branch. Okay, so let's add it. I don't think it's added. So test1.java, and then get commit -m, and then say this is a test class. Okay, great. So you can do like get in different ways, and then we're gonna like go to the main. So get checkout. I have it in main and master. Sorry, it's not a main. I think in GitHub it's called main, not master. Yeah, I edited my GitHub to be called master, so it wouldn't like have any kind of conflict. I'm gonna teach you how to change yours in GitHub to master also. So we're gonna say get merge and then merge. To merge test B1. Yes, so great. So here we're gonna see that we're gonna be updating the test.java file to our master file. So here you can see that we have one file changed and 5 insertions. The file, yeah. Clear. Okay. So for now we have done all of these commands and we have created a get locally. But how about we like create it and link it to our GitHub account? So when you're opening your GitHub account, we need to create a new repository that should be public. So let's say this is a Java get, and then we don't need any kind of descriptions. I really don't care about these stuff. Okay. So here we're gonna see that if you wanna like create java.get, and we're gonna like, here it gives you a few commands that you can use already. The git init, add readme, and then this is my first commit, and you do it in the master file. So before we do this, let's go to this. I want to change my settings. So I want to change mine to be, I guess, not main. I want it to be called master. I have already done this, but I don't remember where I have done it. But that's fine. So let's check over here. Do we have not actions for sure? So yeah, I basically can't remember where I have changed it, but I remember right now. But that's fine. So let's check my settings over here. Where's the settings? Okay, so profile. I think I can like, man, I have lost my, yeah, this is the settings I need. Okay, repositories, yes. So we open your settings from your profile. So you click this and you go to settings, then you go down to repositories, and this is gonna be main. So change it to master. I don't want it updated, so let me just refresh my page. So great. So this is what I want. I want it to be called master, so it wouldn't create any kind of conflict with our GitHub. So while we're in the settings page, also we want to be generating a token. So we can go to the to the end, and there's developer settings. We go like back, and we're gonna see here. We need to generate a token. This is in step 2. So developer settings, generate a token. Here you can see personalized access tokens, and then we're gonna create a token. So I already have one, but I'm gonna delete it. I understand. Delete this token. I'm gonna generate a new one. And there is an expiration. I'm not gonna put no, I'm gonna leave an expiration date on it, and we're gonna make sure that we click repo and workflow. These are the most two important ones. So repo and workflow are what we need. So create and generate token. Oh, we need a note. So get lab1, let's say. So generate token. So you see here this code right here. This is, make sure you copy it because you're not gonna ever see it again. So let's do that. Let me paste it right here. That's fine. So this is our token. This is our token. So we need that now. Okay. So now we're gonna add a path to my GitHub. I think I have already done that, but I'm gonna redo it again. So the code for it is get remote add origin http your username, which is myamnasal. Oh, sorry, myamnasal, and I forgot what we have called our get our repository. Sorry, on GitHub, it's called java.get. Okay, so I'm sorry about my dog. It's java.get. Kind of funny, but that's fine. So get add a remote add origin, and then we're gonna paste it right here. Stop! You're embarrassing. I'm sorry about the dog, guys. I don't know if you can hear him. I hope not. Okay. So after we added origins, which is the path to our GitHub repository, and we have created a token. So now we're gonna add this token. So let's do that. So let's go to our VS Code. I'm using it as my as my notes. So token, here's the token. And we're gonna apply the token right here. So let's do that. Let me get that, copy. And then paste it right here. Of course, then my username. And then it's called here, get, Java get. So this is Java/get. And then we're gonna copy this and use it. So copy, save, and then we're gonna use it right here. So now to check that everything is in place, we're gonna write this command, which is get remote -v, and it's gonna show us that we're using this with the token one, which is the fetch and push one. So that's great. This is what we need right now. This is we're using everything here, and everything is working correctly, and it's showing us what we need to see. So as we can see here, so I don't think there will be anything because we haven't pushed anything yet. We just connected, we didn't push anything. So let's do that. It's not main, by the way, it's master. So make sure you put master, not main. So let's do that. So paste, and then master. Great. Now we have pushed everything, and we have seen that we're pushing everything. So now if we refreshed our get, GitHub repository, we can see the README file that we have added text, and then this is the test class, and this is a Java class that prints hello, and we can check and see the 4 commits we have done, the file added, and we have added text. The file added was the README file that was empty. You can see here it's a file, empty README file. And then if we go back to the second commit, we have added text. We can see that here we have added, this is a README file, which makes sense because we did that. And yeah, this is a test class, and here you can see that we have added all of this, which is true. We did it on Linux code, and we have verified that we are successfully connected to our Get class. Sorry, our GitHub. Okay, so I think I was speaking pretty fast. I hope you can do these stuff with me, or you did. I'll be like uploading. I'll be uploading everything to my GitHub repository. I'll be uploading the slides, and then I'll upload, like, if you go to my repository on GitHub, you're gonna see the Linux week. So I have already uploaded step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. I'm gonna upload GitHub workshop, and I'm gonna add all of the commands that are in the slides as well as that. Okay, guys, let's go to a Q&A session. Let me share my Q&A session slide. And we're gonna talk about it more when we stop the recording. So thank you guys for joining in. And let us